Welcome back to the second lesson of boxing fundamentals. So basically, today we're going to learn how to jab and then cross. Basics of how to do that. So what you're going to do is get into your stance again. Basically, the way you're going to do this is you're going to create the L and then have one hand come up to right where your cheek is, just right below your eye. Now, depending on which hand you are. This is assuming your orthodox stance, meaning that your dominant hand, the one that you use for fighting, is the same hand you use for your cross. Get more power. Meaning that your left should be your lead hand. So what you're gonna do is, assuming you have a stance, you're gonna put one hand, your left hand, just below your left eye. And then your right hand right about where your chin is. Now if you are the other way around, you would obviously put your right under your right eye and then your left right by your chin on the left side. But I'm orthodox, so that's how you do it. Then slouch down just a little bit, bend your knees slightly, and to punch, all you're going to do is to throw a jab. You simply go a step forward without actually stepping forward. You're going to simply take your lead leg and step about, maybe, I don't know, like half a leg or something. About that. Maybe about a foot, I don't know. Something like that. And then you're going to punch at the same time. Okay? What you don't want to do is you don't want to do this. You want to punch. When you punch, you want to punch and rotate. So when you move forward, you want to throw it again. Just like this. You don't ever want to do this. Because that's, you get your head on it. You don't want to stay rotated because then you're not getting anything out of it. So rotate is normal. And when you box, you always want to keep at least one hand up. Always keep your hands up. Even if you're throwing a punch, you want to have the other side. Because most likely what could happen is if he counters it or he pretty much slips the jab, he can come back with a hook or something and your right side of your face is not going to be left open. He's going to be able to hit it. So what you're going to do is, in this stance, we're going to step forward and punch at the same time. For instance, like this. Then come out, you're going to step forward and put your hand out at the same time and rotate. Make sure to keep your rear leg in the same place. Simply rotate. And if you wanted to, you could just jab. You could back your opponent up with a jab. So simply, you could easily do this. Step. Then you're going to come back and pull your other leg forward to give yourself that natural gap, and then do the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. And then in case you needed to defend yourself while throwing something, you could jab backwards. So basically, step, jab, or jab, step, forward, jab, step, back, jab, step, back. As more of a defensive move. Something like that. It's not really something that you would normally do, but sometimes you can do it. So then what you do is when you see the jab really doesn't do much. It's more like a setting up. Sort of like saying you, and I don't really know how to make a good analogy for this, but I don't know. I would say like, I don't know. Just you're setting other things up. It's not really going to be there to look good. It's sort of like creating an outline. It doesn't look good because it's not the finished product, but it's just there to set up. So this is really just going to set something else up. It's easily doable, and you can do it fast. And once you really get that jab working, you can really get a lot of things out. But once you've gotten that jab, obviously you're not going to win anything by just throwing jabs. You're not going to be able to knock anything out. It's where your power punches come in. And there are about 6 of them in normal boxing. Your cross, your 2 hooks, and your 2 uppercuts. Today we're going to be learning about the uppercut as well, or the cross as well, but the other ones we'll learn later. Basically the way the cross works is it's kind of the same thing except your feet don't move in a way. What happens is if you throw your jab, you come back. if you want to immediately throw something else, like cross, here's how you do it. You basically take that foot, the same foot, you're always going to move the foot that you're throwing with. That's how this works. What you do is you take the foot and you're going to turn. You're going to pretty much, sort of like you're doing like the snaky legos. You're going to turn your foot in and punch at the same time, doing the exact same technique with your hands, rotating and punching. So basically you're going to do this. Boom. 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 Now you can pause the video or practice any of the jab or cross, whatever you want, or you can just watch this through and then practice later. Basically that's how that works. You go. Now of course something I'll teach you later, I'll show you now, but I'm not gonna really teach you how to do it, is if you wanted to dodge this punch, basically if the person was throwing their jab, coming right to my face, right here, I can easily step out of it. Back down, and then when I'm ready, come back and boom. Pop him in the face with that cross. And basically, pretty much it. You elevate that jab. But anyway, here's how this works. So if you wanted to combo it, let's say you, instead of waiting to come back from that jab, throw the cross, you immediately want to do it. Here's how you do it. You basically throw the forward jab, immediately as soon as you come back from that throw, select this. Boom. You don't really have to let the foot come all the way back, just close enough. Simple. You can easily just fire that cross off immediately as soon as you get back. Instead of waiting, cross and doing this and then coming back. The faster you are, the better it is. So once you get that, you can start kind of much like the push jab where you push your opponent backwards while you're jabbing. You can do the same thing, except there's too much combo. So you go boom, 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 boom. Now of course the cross and the jab really aren't going to do much if you don't have the correct distance. You always stay a certain amount of distance away. You can easily do this by basically filling out. What you want to do is you want to throw your hand out. Now you want to kind of have something. It's best to do this if you have a bag. But you would use that bag and you would determine at what point your hand hits the bag. Because what you want is all this distance. You don't want to be boom, 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 because that's not really going to do much. I mean, in a clinch situation, you really don't have much room anyway if you're like doing MMA or whatnot. You really wouldn't want to, because there's no room. You won't be able to distance yourself out. So you make sure that you're far enough away, but not too far, so that you're not like basically lightly punching the bag because you're barely reaching it. You also don't want to be that guy that's like throwing stiff shots because you're too close. You want to keep good distance away, so if the line is here, and throw it to there, and then come back. If you're too close, then you're just boom, boom, boom. You're not hitting anything. I mean, you're not throwing much power into it. But once you have that down, you can practice that. Basically, what you want to do is you want to come forward, boom, boom. Step forward, boom, boom. Or wait, I messed that up. Boom, 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 boom. And then you can then reset yourself by just basically going backwards. Simply just do the opposite as the forward motion of putting the leg and then moving back. You just do it backwards. And then once you get back, you reset. Basically what you want to do is when you start, you're going to start outside of this person's punching range and you want to come into the punching range. That's why you step forward. Basically, once you get close enough, you're going to stay far enough away that you're basically not breathing on them, but you're close enough that you're going to be able to. And that's simple. That's it. So just go and practice this, and then when I post the next one, which will be probably the hooks. So that will be next, and then I'll probably do uppercuts, and then and then we'll probably do combos of that, and then basically body versions. So that's it.